Well, folks, there's no time like the present to start getting on a winning streak, and you could be haunted by some early season defeats. Certainly this Halloween night special. There's some of these spectators going to eat some candy later tonight, you feel. Here's the action in Group A on game day 4. Lewisburg losing again at home to Anwil, where they're having a nightmare. UCAM Murcia edging Cidigas Avellino. And now we have Le Mans getting ready to do battle in a very important game against Ventspils. Nizhny Novgorod you saw as well, falling to 1-3. So Anwil now 2-2. And Banvit obviously winning earlier, so they are 3-1. So those are the standings as they speak. But of course, after this game, the standings will shake up a little bit. Well, we believe it's going to be a good one. Both of these teams, when they're focused and they execute and play with intensity, they are a lot of fun to watch. Richard Lomash started very well last week for Ventspils. Robert Freeman came off the bench and played big minutes. And also Jonathan Arledge was clearly one of their more important players last week. If he can get it going, it'll be problems for this Le Mans team. But you know they've scouted them, and the likes of Bigot and Co. and Yegete and Corneli and Hendricks, they will be ready to play tonight. We fully expect that. So Richard Hendricks, Eto, Conger, Bigot, Tarpe, Corneli, Yegete. Boy, he was terrific last week. Michael Thompson, the exciting guard. Cameron Clark hit some big shots as well last week for this Le Mans team. So the player is going to be introduced here to the crowd. And Jakovic, see him come out there, another important player in the grand scheme of things. Latvia international, as well as Lomash. Maj Gublis always plays an important role in this team. Usman Dram has the capacity to make some big plays. And of course, we saw Bean. He's a real sharpshooter. Keep an eye on him. For Robert Stelmachers, former Latvia international player. Now calling the shots here with this Ventspils team. So Le Mans being introduced here in their normal customary fashion, running out of the tunnel. So Richard Hendricks, go ahead and keep count tonight how many times he gets offensive rebounds and scores with putbacks. I think that's how he earns his living. Conger coming out. There's Bigot. Bigot's had some issues picking up unsportsmanlike fouls this season, as have some other players. They're policing that. There's Tarpe, very talented wing player. Yegate was all energy. For me, he was their most important player last week. The way he came out and brought it for 40 minutes for Le Mans as they got a big win. And Michael Thompson, certainly a guy that leads by example. And Cam Clark is a player that has a lot of big plays in his arsenal. So we're not far away from starting things off, folks. Now over there at the, see the coaches shaking hands and the players extending the hands of friendship before the game. This game will be played in a good spirit. And also tonight, the deputy director in charge of sports in the city of Le Mans there has come out to shake hands with the team captain. So that was a nice touch. So Zafar Yilmaz, Apostolos Kalpikas, and amongst the referees that are being charged with this game tonight. So this is a game that we fully expect to be officiated at the highest standards. Starting five tonight, Aaron Johnson, Rihars Lomash, Gulbis, Arledge, and Usman Dram for Ventspils. So those referees one more time: Vil Selki from Finland, Apostolos Kalpikas from Sweden, and Zafar Yilmaz from Turkey. And there's Thelma Harris. And starting five tonight for Le Mans. We'll get a look at that. So it'll be Thompson, Ato, Tarpe. The Tarpe's in that starting five tonight. Cam Clark and Hendricks. And Eric Bartchucky is the coach of this Le Mans team. Well, the French teams haven't fared well this week. And as you go back and look at some of the results, Dijon fell. Nanterre lost by 1 point at Pau. Dijon fell at home to defending champions Ike. Those games were yesterday, and SIG Strasbourg has fallen tonight, losing at Neptunus 92-83. So will Le Mans be the only French team to get a win this week, or will they continue the trend? Well, their fans certainly hope they will come out on top, but need to come out strong tonight here against a team that no doubt, a Ventspils team that has a little bit of confidence after their performance last week, when really I don't think anybody expected them to be as convincing winners as they were on game day 3, but they really did come out and played well at home against Banvit, 86-80. Before that, remember, they only lost by 6 at UQAM Murcia, perhaps one of the best teams in this competition. So Le Mans have their work cut out tonight.
Ok, très bien. Mais comme vous êtes vraiment très très bon depuis le début de saison, on va leur mettre et remonter le volume un petit peu plus. Donc à vous de mettre le volume un petit peu plus en fait. Et une dernière, juste pour le plaisir, juste avant le tip-off, ensemble pour le Mans and Basket ce soir, s'il vous plaît.
Well, good evening, folks. Welcome to Le Mans, France. It's Le Mans taking on Ventspils here in the Basketball Champions League. And here's Ventspils getting inside, and Gulbis, impressive move inside. Nobody stops him, nobody picks him up. And Ventspils, who got their first win last week against Banvit, score first here against the Le Mans team that comes in also at 1-2. Thompson for three. Good. Good start for the former Northwestern Wildcat. Also a former player at Besiktas. And Drom goes up and scores with the left hand. Clark hands it off to Eto. Now Clark gets it back on the baseline, and Gulbis collects the rebound. Lomash gets a little bit of space, and good defense from Eto to block the shot. Now the turnover. Gulbis passes down low to Arledge. Nice no look. I was impressed by Ventspils last week. I mean, they really did hone in on the execution part. Here's Clark. Nice spin into the lane and soft shot. He scored Le Mans' first 7 points last week. And Lomash bumped as he got to the lane. Of course, Le Mans won against MHP Riesen Lewisburg, a team that made it to the Final Four last season but has yet to win in the Basketball Champions League. And they've also got a lot of struggles in Germany. It's been a very difficult start. Here's Yegete. Wilfried Yegete. The bundle of energy has checked into the game. And the pass down low. And the turn. And the block. That'll be goal interference. So Loudest Blouse gets his first 2. Now quickly. And the shot no good from Thompson. Looks over at the referee. Ball comes back. In it goes. Tarpe. Back outside to Eto. Eto for 3. Good. This is Blouse's first game, by the way, for Ventspils. Now the ball behind the back pass turned over. And now Tarpe on the break. Oh, he turned what looked like a relatively easy layup into a bad miss. There's Blouse again, inside, little jump hook. Thompson looks. Shot no good, and Gulbis collects another rebound. So Aaron Johnson pass-first point guard. No doubt he will break down the defense, but always be looking to pass. Here's Gulbis. Sees a little size advantage perhaps on Tarpe. And both Blouse and Yegate get after it. Yegate wins possession, gets it to Tarpe. Now back to Thompson. Goes between his legs. Well, I'll tell you, looking forward to this little clash tonight, even though he's not guarding him. Aaron Johnson on Michael Thompson. That's a tough battle. Into Yegate, and loses it as he goes up. So 8 apiece here, 4.5 minutes into the contest. A battle of 1 and 2 teams, and this time Johnson fouled. I don't think they're going to give him the basket or free throws. Arledge out to Gulbis. Now Ato. One of these two teams will be riding a 2-game winning streak after this game. Who will it be? Well, Thompson misfires from deep, and Gulbis grabs the rebound. Johnson over to Arledge, and the big fella shows that full array here. We've seen him go to work inside, and now he's started off with a 3 as well. He has got a nice soft release. Ato is good. Second 3 for Ato. And the dump, and it goes off of Blouse's hands and out of bounds. Ato off to a fast start tonight. 2 3-pointers already. Well, while he's hot, they need to keep him in the game, and they need to find him. Here he is again. He passes over to Bigot. Now open, wide open, in fact, Cam Clark. Excellent play. Excellent sharing the ball, patience for Lamont. Ato had come into this game having hit 1 of 13 shots from 3-point range, and already tonight he's hit 2. Arledge. Drawn short. I think he was looked like he was farther away from the basket than he realized. Bounce pass, and Yegate takes the punishment and earns the trip to the line. I tell you, you can't speak highly enough of the tenacity of this man right here. He has really elevated his game the last couple of weeks. He knew the contact was coming. He stayed with it. And Drom, well, all you can say is if you're going to foul the man, you don't give up the basket. So Drom has to put him on the line and watch. But Yegate fails to make the free throw, so 4-point lead for the hosts. Version's in the game as well, number 31. As well as Ingovic and Anthony Bean. Versions. Good rebound, Drom. Oh, he's looks like he's a little angry. Goes back up. Comes down hard with that rebound and goes back up and gets fouled by Yegate. And Yegete got a lot of ball there, but oftentimes when you come down to the ball like that, you're not going to get the call go your way, and Drum makes the first. Foul called on Ventspils. I really thought last week for Ventspils that was a statement win against a good Banvit team. A Banvit team that has improved to 3-1 tonight. They really came out focused and got the job done. But Clark scores again. Defensively, they look like maybe not as intense right now as they need to be. This Ventspils team. Jakovic gets it over to Bean, who puts it up from deep. Now Bigot with the rebound. Open floor, pulls up with a little runner. And that forces Stelmacher to call the timeout. Coast to coast from Mr. Bigot. And timeout. Again, one more look. So a timeout on the floor. Let's go down to the bench.
It's 5. With every figure out, stepping out, last man inside and 10 more. Use screen, go away, not shooting overhand.
3-point shooting. 3 threes for Le Mans so far.
Go 5 game. 5 points.
So the rebounding being edged by Le Mans.
La squad du MSV présente tout au long de la soirée pour vous offrir les t-shirts du département de la Sarthe partenaire du MSV évidemment pour cette saison 2018-2019 en WC et en G-Phoenix. 19-12, 2 heures à jouer. C'est sur Ventspils.
Shot is good. Another three-pointer. And this one from Gulbis. And the long miss. Pepe has it. And that shot from deep as well, no good. Now Bean. Rebound and crosses midcourt with it. No look pass. Beautiful play, but not finished by Berzins. I know, is it going to be goaltending? Goal interference. I don't think it was going in, but they must have hit the backboard. Ventspils cut the deficit to 19-17. Yeah, Yegete hit the backboard while it was up there. Final minute of an interesting first quarter. And a bump a long way from the basket. Foul number 4 on Ventspils. Pepe takes a seat. And inside in the dunk from Corneli. And the dump to Arledge. Takes his time and goes up and scores. I'm impressed by him. 7 points already in this first quarter.
Quatrième faute d'équipe pour les Ventspils. Première faute personnelle du joueur numéro 7, Ingus Jakovic. Position avant.
Yegete gets it released in time, plenty of time in fact. Now 4 seconds left. Jakovic pulls up on the break. Well, Mans dodged the bullet there. Both teams go back to the bench right now. It's Le Mans on top. Terrific contest. It's 21-19 in favor of the host, Le Mans. Six of 11 inside the arc for Le Mans, but they're 3 of 6 from deep. 6 of 9 for Ventspils, and they're 2 of 7 from deep. So you can see it's a very even game right now. Let's look back some of the highlights. That was Thompson's first make.
Le point numéro 21 pour Ventspils. Jonathan.
It's a very good group here when you think about the makeup of the Basketball Champions League. In Group A, you've got UCAM Murcia, Citygas Avellino. Citygas fell to their first defeat this week, so they're 3-1. Anvil, I think one of the surprise teams. Banvit, now 3-1. And you know, and you've got this Ventspils team, which came into this game day at the bottom, but I don't think they're going to finish bottom. I think they're going to challenge for that, you know, spot in that top 4. As will Le Mans. I mean, it could be between these two teams when it's all said and done which team will go to the playoffs. You know, the question is how well will Anvil continue to play, and well, the jury's out on all of this, really. I mean, even though Murcia have had that fast start and Citygas Avellino at 3-1, a lot can happen, even to the teams that have started well. Second quarter underway. Hendricks turns and gets the foul called on Arledge. He was so impressive last week, Arledge, against Bandit. Arledge, born in Washington, D.C. Ended up playing not far away, Old Dominion. Very good player. Lomash hasn't gotten it going yet. Looking for his spot. Now Arledge, and the pass to Gulbis. Bigot almost had it. Arledge gets inside, puts it up and in, soft touch. Arledge is off to another fast start tonight, folks. 9 points already. Came in averaging 16 points, 4.7 rebounds, and a little dump down low, and the easy one for Conguer. Tell you what was impressive last week, and we haven't seen it yet tonight. Arledge had 4 blocks. Here he is. He can shoot the 3, and he does shoot the 3. Another basket for this confident Arledge, and 12 points. Now Bigot back to Corneli off the side of the backboard. Now inside, and the bot. Corneli went up and got the swat. Now Ato fouled. Oh, and they called an unsportsmanlike foul on Lomash because he did not play the ball. Well, they've been consistent with this call all season long. They're trying to free the fast break, folks. They're trying to weed this out of the game, but what a great block by Corneli. And yeah, he didn't play the ball. Lomash just kind of barged into Ato. So 2 shots and possession, and that was the block. You know, we've seen players, including Bigot, pick up 2 unsportsmanlike fouls and have to leave the contest, because if that's what happens, so Ato with those bright yellow shoes goes to the line. Yeah, I mean, that's just, the more you watch it, you're like, what is Lomash doing? And again, that's why they're policing this really strong, because that is just not basketball. I mean, that is like barging into a guy that's on the fast break. Fans aren't paying tickets to come into the arena to watch somebody barge somebody at midcourt like that. Anyway, it's been a costly foul because Bigot then makes the basket as well and takes it back up now to a 5-point lead. Aaron Johnson driving in and missing was Juravicius. Bigot for 3. Oh, and the foul under the basket has been called on Aaron Johnson. He was scrapping down there with Conger. So it's been I won't say disastrous, but a very complicated last couple of possessions for Ventspils. Bigot with the 3, and then Johnson fouls Conger. So this Le Mans team will maintain possession. So it could be a 5-6 point trip down the floor. They hit another 3. And they get it to Corneli. He goes in, and he is fouled by Johnson. Boy, what a crazy sequence for Ventspils. Timeout. You heard Stelmachar say, stop talking to the refs. The shooting numbers. Ventspils just need to regroup here.
5 down. 4, lay down. Come on, fast. Go.
Okay, hey, defense, watch if they do the pick the pick out with the ball.
9 assists for Ventspils, 7 for Le Mans, but so the unsportsmanlike foul led to 2 free throws, and then they kept possession and scored, and now they've had the 3-pointer right here, and as he was making it, Johnson was scrapping away. Look at him down there. on Conger, trying to box him out. I say I don't really like that call, but maybe the referee thought it was excessive. I don't know, on the push. Maybe that will come up in that hugely popular column or feature that we see every week called Tough Calls. Game day 4, where one of the referees, hey, look at that, that's spooky, where one of the referees will look back at some of the tough calls that have been made and say whether or not it was the right call or the wrong call. Now Bigot, that was an unsportsmanlike as well. Look at him, but it wasn't noticed by the ref. Watch this. Lomash goes through, and then he just hacks him on the shoulder. Now, they might be able to go over and look at this, and they're aggrieved, the Latvians, because they just have given up. Yeah, they have indeed called it an unsportsmanlike. So great job of refereeing, consistency, but then Lomash misses the free throw. Now, we've seen Bigot come up with his share of unsportsmanlike fouls, so if you're a betting man on which of these two players might leave the game first with a second unsportsmanlike, it might be Bigot. There's just no place in the game for that, folks. I'm sorry, and I'm really happy to see the referees applying the law, so to speak. Here we go. And Freimanis misses from deep. But nevertheless, Le Mans up by 10 points. And the question is, can they pull away? Can they step on the accelerator and race into a huge lead? Bigot for 3. He hit one from that spot just a minute ago. Berzic puts it up, tried to bank it in. I don't know if he tried to, but he almost did. Now it's Lomash for 3. And excellent job, Le Mans flying at him. That was Tarpe, and now Bigot on the break. And crashing the boards. The foul is committed, and it turns it back over to Ventspils. Oh boy. So Ventspils in need of some inspiration from somebody. Who will it be? Eto out on Lomash. They've scouted this Ventspils teams well, haven't they? The drive, tough shot. Great job by Richard Hendricks to knock it off the rim. Quick pass. Michael Thompson turns it over, left his feet with nowhere to pass the ball. Not supposed to do that. Now Lomash. Arledge, maybe he can get this Ventspils team on track. They really have scouted this team well. They're not giving away the easy ones. And great read again from Hendricks. He's making some good plays. Now Bean gets it back. The game becoming a little helter-skelter. And Lomash drills the 3. He is so dangerous. Something out of nothing. Let's see what that does for him if he sees the ball going through the basket, if he gets a little hot. Hendricks, give him that all day. He misses. Here comes Lomash again, looks up ahead. Oh, and it goes off of Arledge's hands. And he will be disappointed with himself on that one. He's going to take a seat, think about it, and Drom comes back into the contest. Ato steps back. Johnson on him. Alley-oop, nope. Oh, the ball goes off of Hendricks' hands and out of bounds. Couldn't quite get hold of it. Right idea from Thompson, and really it was a good pass. Hendricks knows he probably should have had that one. Johnson hands it off to Bean. Quick pass inside, and Drum gets rejected. Oh, he gets rejected again by Hendricks, but this time the foul was called. Drum stuck with it. Look at this. Not in this house, young man, he says. But then Drum does exceptionally well. He gets it and goes back up, and he gets Hendricks from the body. So timeout on the floor. Three blocks for Lamont, none for Ventspils.
Come on here. Read here. Come on, you come here. Give the ball here, okay? And after, you can get, two down. You do also one side. One side, okay? One side, you go on the side, 1-4, okay? Et après,
Don't forget to run, man. We gotta keep running.
hey, it was good. It was good to pick here to look for the direct pass. If not, you do it on the side, okay? Allez, allez. Okay, two with the 4. Two with the 4.
10 assists for Ventspils, just 3 turnovers. That's a very good ratio. Yeah, that was excellent defense from Hendricks, but look what happens. They're scrambling for the ball. Bean gets it. He finds Lomash, and then, like, all he needed was just like a split second, and he realized, I'm going to take the shot, and you saw Hendricks, his frustration underneath because he had made a good defensive play, but wasn't rewarded with it. So now Drum at the free throw line. And not his strong suit, I'm afraid. He was 1 of 2 before that one. Now he's 1 of 3. And back to a 6-point deficit for Ventspils. They're a tough team. They're hanging around. Turn, Cam Clark. And Johnson turns a little bit out of control at the line. And Bean gets in, finds Gulbis, who lays it up and in to 35-31. So Lamont were up by 10 points. Now it's been whittled down to 4. Ato again. Oh, he has been tough tonight. His 3rd three-pointer. Three of 4 from deep for Ato, and a 7-point lead again for Lamont. Johnson over to Gulbis, pump fake, gets in. Oh, great move, just didn't finish. And Ato comes back. Bounce pass, Yegete, and he was fouled, I believe, by Bean, possibly by Gulbis. No, it was Bean. Took his left arm off. He can give it back to him now. Watch this. This was Ato hitting his 3rd three-pointer of the night. Well, I was singing Yegete's praises after his performance last week. Hasn't been quite as impactful yet. But maybe he's about to turn it up a notch. Tonight, Yegete coming off the bench. She's got 3 points, 5 rebounds. Well, that's not bad. 5 rebounds in 9 minutes. And they are +4 when he's on the floor. A little bit too hard on that one. And Drom goes up and brings it down. The rebound. That's the Drom. Turns. And he was surrounded. Turns it over. Beautiful pass. Oh, Eto couldn't hold on. Good hustle back by Ventspils. Good play by Aaron Johnson not to give up on the ball. No, Arledge back in, and Drom takes a seat. So Drom goes out. He's got 4 points, 4 rebounds, but he's also got a couple of fouls. I think Stelmachers wants him to go out, not to pick up a foul. A 3rd foul. Johnson, midcourt. Looking to make the killer pass. Into the lane, hands it off to Arledge, back outside to Gulbis, and he was bumped by Corneli. Corneli was getting ready to go for the rejection. So 2 fouls on Corneli. Bean gets it to Johnson. Arledge. And that time the ball was literally on its way down but came out. So Lamont again, a chance to open up a double-digit lead here. Cam Clark banks it in. Boy, he's been tough tonight. He hasn't taken many shots, Clark. But he's making the ones that he is taking. 4 of 6 now from the floor. We're back to a 10-point advantage here for Lamont. And now Johnson almost turned it over. Yakovic inside to Arledge. He goes to work on Clark. Oh, he gets rejected. Kim Clark says, no, no, no. Get it out of here. Arledge was trying to bull his way down. And now the shot clock. Yegete gets it, lays it up and in. Boy, this is an impressive run by Lamont here at the end of the first half. They've gone up now by their biggest lead of the game. Arledge. And maybe forcing that one a little bit. Cam Clark. And now Arledge gives it back to him, swats his attempt. Bean, shifty, drives in. Oh, what a beautiful move. Boy, that was under control. Look at this. Took on Corneli. And that was Yegete who hustled down the floor, but another foul called has put Eto on the free throw line. So the foul called on Arledge. And Eto, who's been very good tonight, makes the first one. but misses the second. And great play, the effort by Yegete. Stuck with it. Ball almost tapped in. And Thompson follows. Look at Yegete again. Puts it up and in. Goodness me, Yegete is just an animal. He just has such a high energy level. And I say that as a compliment. Bean, again, beautiful drive by Bean, going off the right foot and scoring with the left hand. Thompson with the final second, about to tick off the clock. Oh! I don't know if that would have counted. It was a great attempt. Well, Le Mans certainly owned that half. They lead it 46-35 over Ventspils at the break. Well, digest these stats for you, folks. And 4 blocks for Le Mans. Well, the way they've gotten after it here lately, they have been aggressive, no doubt. Ato has the 12 points, as well as Arledge for Ventspils. Yegete has the 8 rebounds. Once again, really making an impact now. Right after I said he wasn't as impactful as the last game. And those are the leading scores. You know, points, you know, it's about intensity and effort. And right now, Le Mans are just getting after it a little bit more here against Ventspils. So they lead it at halftime, 46-35. We'll be right back for the start of the second half as you digest these highlights.
Le point numéro 21 pour Ventspils. Jonathan. Voyez le point Ventspils. Voyez le point avec la planche ici bas. Voyez 3 points. Voyez 3 points. Gagné 2 points, Ventspils. Le Mans and Ventspils, le parent du match de ce soir, je vous le disais tout à l'heure, la ville du Mans. D'autres partenaires rassemblés maintenant pendant la mi-temps en vidéo sur les écrans géants d'Antares.
Vous venez de perdre votre carte et vous ne savez pas quoi faire. Vous demandez l'aide de votre fiduciaire ou vous utilisez votre application pour faire opposition et en commander de nouveaux. Découvrez tous nos services utiles sur caisse-paris.fr. Chez Maltree.com, on prend soin de votre confort avec des fauteuils relax fabriqués dans notre usine française et vendus sans intermédiaire. Donc, moins cher. Maltree.com, le bien-être global.
Et sachez les résultats du tirage au sort, on va vous les rappeler pour le jeu au champ a été effectué. On attend dès maintenant la table de marque. Briac, Mével, Duterte et Valentin Albert. Briac, Mével, Duterte et Valentin Albert, les deux participants pour le jeu au champ. 100 € à gagner ce soir en carte cadeau grâce au champ de Mans, partenaire du MSB. Briac, Mével, Duterte et Valentin Albert sont attendus maintenant à la table de marque. Merci. Mevel Duterte à la table des marques pour le jeu au champ. Briac Mevel Duterte, merci beaucoup. Pendant cette mi-temps. On vous rappelle évidemment le prochain rendez-vous du MSB à domicile, ce sera dès samedi soir, 20h, ici même, pour la 8e journée de Chip Elite. Le Mans Basket recevra la SIG Strasbourg, 8e journée de Chip Elite. Renseignements, réservation pour vos billets dans les magasins de Clermont, le Clermont, le plus de tourisme du Mans. Au site du MSB sur www.msb.fr. Pour les jeux au sang, je rappelle les sélectionnés ce soir. On a déjà Valentin, mais également Briac. Briac, Mevel, Duterte. Briac, Mevel, Duterte. On a donc la table de marque maintenant pour le jeu au sang. Avant de la deuxième mi-temps, cette quatrième journée de Ligue des Champions, la BCL Basketball Champions League.
(46-35), Le Mans on top of Ventspils here in this Basketball Champions League Group A encounter, and this is a good sign for Le Mans. The way they've come out, and okay, they've dipped a couple of times, but really they look like they've built on last week's win. They've come out having won against Banvit. Excuse me, last week. Last week, this Le Mans team won at home against MHP Rees in Lewisburg, but they've seemed to have built on that one. They've come out tonight and been pretty professional, and they're getting that constant energy from Yegate. Ato has actually come out and hit some 3 balls tonight, and they just look focused, and they look like they know what they need to do in terms of taking the strengths away from Ventspils, and Ventspils perhaps not quite as concentrated and certainly not as determined in that first half as they were last week. And they were the ones who played Banvit and won 86-80. So, you know what? A game is 40 minutes long. Teams will make adjustments. Coaches will challenge their players, and we will see who comes out on top after the 40 minutes. But it's been an impressive 20 minutes so far for this team right here.
Hey, watch, first offense. First offense. We do fist down. But watch. Antoine, t'es là? On a one, space, end up, Cameron. Ok? On fait le pic avec un juice. Maybe they're gonna step out, but Antoine, tu viens en back pick.
C'est quoi?
Un fist down.
T'as dit quoi encore? Fist down.
Fist down, merde, fist down. Hey, fist down. But watch, Thierry. Hey, fist down. Thierry, when the picker, Cameron is here. Take place. Thierry, au moment où il prend l'écran, tu viens à fond là. Devant demander la balle. Lui, il était de tout le côté. Have a look. He's not.
Vos applaudissements, mesdames, messieurs, s'il vous plaît, pour votre équipe. Du bruit pour l'avance, ça va pas se mettre.
Two down. Two down, Rotter. One side. Three. If they push like this. Watch this. Jump back. Watch penetration. Corner, corner. Follow ball. Or you can wait. You start penetrate. You start. Pass. Go there. Go together.
Position Ventspils.
Second half action underway here in France. It's Le Mans on top by 11 against Ventspils in a battle of 1 and 2 teams. And already a turnover for Ventspils. The ball in the hands right now of Michael Thompson. Eto'o, three-pointer is good. Boy, they have really missed him, haven't they? They've missed that offense. I mean, he has come out smoking tonight. 4 three-pointers. 14-point lead. Lomash down to Drom. And to Gulbis. And alertly, he wasn't, I don't think he was convinced that there was 3 seconds left, so he just put it up with the alley-oop. Eto'o drives again, and Yegete missed with a reverse layup. Another opportunity here. And outside it goes to Gulbis. Three-pointer is good. It's back to single digits. Now Yegete has it. Is he going to go at Drom or is he going to pass it? Gets it over to Eto'o, who's been red hot. He drives, hands it off to Yegete, gets it into good position. This time it missed again. Well, he does have spells where he misses those very makeable shots. And this gives Ventspils yet another chance to get closer. Beautiful spin, and the follow wasn't there. And this time Drom was fouled, as he was challenging for it on the boards by Yegete. Well, not overly convinced by that, to be honest. Well, I guess from that angle it did look like he was kind of holding him down. Lomash gets in and kind of led with the right hand or right arm, and still wasn't able to make it with his left. Tarpe, good. Three-point attempt, good. Johnson, sort of the reluctant shooter, hits a very big three-pointer to get it back to 8 points. Now a little bit of talking with Eto'o and Johnson. Referees finally get over there and make sure those guys are separated. I'm sure what was. Oh, Johnson was definitely on the receiving end of a hard screen there, looked like. Anyway. Loudest turns. Passes it back outside. Lomash fakes it. Johnson, another three, and Arledge taps it over to Loudest. Lomash puts up a three, it's good. Here they come, folks, Ventspils. They've got the bit between the teeth now. And Eto once again strokes the three-pointer. And Lomash this time misses. Three-point attempt, and Cam Clark, is he fouled shooting the three? So Clark was fouled by Arledge, away from the ball, and they keep it. And this time Johnson called for the foul. Well, definitely the difference tonight for Le Mans, more than anything, has been the scoring provided by Eto. He's out of the game right now, so we'll see if somebody else picks up the slack. But he's got 18 points. Clark. Ball is kicked, so it goes back over to Le Mans. Good effort from Hendricks. Well, they had all the momentum, Ventspils, but again, Eto hit that three and just kind of swung the momentum back to Le Mans. Bigo goes behind his back. Gets in there, takes a difficult shot. Wilbus with the rebound over to Johnson. Johnson takes some contact there and earns a trip to the line. Johnson makes the first, back to a 7-point game now. And rebound for Hendricks. Michael Thompson. And quiet scoring wise tonight, but doesn't matter if this team's winning. Here he is, he's going to launch a three. Strom with the rebound. So 7-point games, a long way to go in this one. 14 minutes and 20 seconds. Lomash pulls up at the line, it's good, and with that Lomash goes to 9 points. And now the Le Mans lead has been cut to 5. And how long will Eto stay on the bench? That's my question. Lomash, boy, that's a tough foul on Lomash, isn't it? Looked like he was trying to fight through the screen. Here's Ato coming back, trying to kill this run by Ventspils, and Gulbis goes out, and Beržič comes back in. Jakovic also back in, number 7, chasing Ato, who passes over to Clark. What's impressive about Ato's play tonight is he's not forcing it at all. I mean, he's just taking the shots when they come to him. Lomash drives in. Oh, doesn't make it, but Beržič was keeping it alive, and then the ball goes off of Hendricks, who looks as if he's taking a shot to the face. Fans having a good laugh back there. Oh no, it looks like that was off Beržič, wasn't it? So indeed it is Le Mans ball. Ato. Bigot passes back to Hendricks. Shot clock winding down, bounce pass to Ato. Oh, he is just silky smooth. Goodness me. And now Arledge takes the shot, takes the pounding, and earns a trip to the line as well. So potential three-point play here. Well, he had those 12 first quarter points, and now he's at the line with 14 points. So those were his first 2 points in a long time, and Arledge gets the three-point play. And Stelmachars takes him out, give him a breather, keep the intensity level up. Now we saw some good things from Bean late in that first half. Freimanis comes in for Arledge. Bean, number 25, keep an eye on him. You know, I think he's got some capabilities here. Look at Ato, a beautiful play by Ato. And again, his pass to Hendricks, now potential three-point play. Ato is just in complete control right now. And Hendricks does indeed make the free throw. Bean at the line, misses badly. Ventspils keep it alive. Freimanis brings it back out. Jakovic. Beržič puts it up. The shot clock winding down, and Hendricks is one of his many rebounds. And the pass from Tarpe from Hendricks, I don't know if it was a little too hard or a little bit off target, but here comes Ventspils. And now clearing out Drum. He has to be careful. Doesn't want to remonstrate too much. Referee saw him grabbing onto the jersey. Yep, good call by the ref. He spotted it and he told him why he made the call. The truth hurts sometimes, but you're not, if you get caught doing that, they're going to call the foul. And here's Tarpe. Hendricks backs up Laudis, but misses badly. Laudis Blouse defending him there. Well, Ventspils, you know, they're not going away, but they're not making progress. Jakovic misses badly. Now the man of the moment, Eto. Dribbles in, bounce pass, Hendricks. And again, Hendricks can't make the shot. Boy, Eto put it on a platter. Now, Eto is in the corner. I don't know if he's taking a shot. Watch this beautiful pass. And from that angle, we don't see what happened. Here you go. Here's the angle. Watch this. Eto. Okay, so he slid there, but I don't think that was the problem. Oh. Looks like he may have hurt his hamstring or something. That would be awful. Or groin. He's getting some. He's talking to the coach. I don't know if he'll get some treatment. I don't think it was his ankle. Looked like it was his leg. Here's Bean. Ah, he misses. Boy, Ventspils all of a sudden couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. Tarpe, pass batted. Bigot has to put it up. Bigot puts it up and nowhere to go. Quick outlet pass. Blouse to Bean. Final seconds ticking off the clock here in the third quarter. Ventspils have not gone away. A lot of basketball to be played. Bean has the shot blocked by Hendricks, but the ball falls to Blouse. And Bean sticks with it. What an effort. And he gets fouled on the putback. What a crazy play. Watch Tarpe. Now he comes over, and it's just, you just have to applaud Bean for not giving up on it. And he makes the free throw for the three-point play, and that's how the third quarter finishes. So the final blow landed by Ventspils. They cut that deficit back to 6 points. Here it is again. This is extra effort here, folks. And Eto, meanwhile, trying to walk it off. But if he's hurt his hamstring or, again, nothing wrong on that play. Oh, it looks like it's his groin. So it looks like Eto is in danger of not coming back with the groin problem. But without him, they wouldn't be in the lead, that's for sure. Eto has been their star performer tonight with 20 points. That would be bad luck to lose him, certainly with 10 minutes remaining. Tomasz has had some success. You know, still a lot can happen here. Some great games tonight. Prometheus remained unbeaten, winning 80-72 over Besiktas. Boy, it's been a tough haul this year for Besiktas. They've always done well in the regular season in the Basketball Champions League, but not this year. They are struggling. Nymburk finally got off the snide. They won against Telenet Giants Antwerp. Neptunus beat Strasbourg. Banvit won convincingly over Nizhny Novgorod. There's Eto talking to the trainer, and my guess is he won't be back tonight, which is a real blow for this Le Mans team. So they're going to have to dig deep here. Somebody else is going to have to step up. Quick pass inside, and Hendricks charges into Arledge. We can hear from the courtside mic the exchange between Hendricks and the referee. Hendricks not in support of that call, but they rarely are when the fouls are called on them. He's being, remember, he had the three-point play at the end of the third quarter. This is a crucial stretch here. Ventspils to get another shot. It could boost their confidence even more. And now the same for Le Mans. Are they going to go down and reassert themselves? But remember, they have no Ato. Looks like he may not be coming back because of a groin issue. Thompson. Oh, beautiful play by Thompson. He gets it to Corneli. Tom sets the pick and rolls now. He gets it back. Passes over to Arledge. Good. Wow. He just produces, doesn't he? 63 now to 58, and Arledge already with 18. Corneli drives in. Good job getting the rebound back. Over to Bigot. Now Bean with the rebound. Interestingly, Arledge has 1 rebound tonight. And 1 block. Bigot drives in. Oh, what a strong move from Bigot. Bean tries to make the clever pass. So he's going to come out of the game. And I'm guessing Johnson's checking back in. Here's Bigot on that last trip down the floor. Lomash back into the contest. Now Johnson's going to stay out. So Lomash comes back. And the little runner, Drom, doesn't rebound it, but Gulbis is there. Passes it back out to Jakovic, who puts up a 3, misses badly. Boy, they're missing some of their shots by a long way. Thompson on the break, and great follow by Tarpe, hustling down the floor. Boy, we've seen some great second effort plays tonight, and some hustle plays. Chasing down on the fast break is just one of them for Le Mans. We saw it in the first half from Yegate. We've seen it here from Tarpe. We've seen it from Bigot. And now it's Ventspils have to go back to the drawing board as you look at the numbers shooting-wise.
Watch blind pick. Go wide, go wide, go wide. Watch front pass.
So the turnovers and the assists. So Johnson back in the game and running the show. Passes over to Lomash. Drums trying to get in position. Lomash into the corner to Gulbis. He goes right at Cam and tries to bank it in. And Hendricks will be called for the foul on Drum. So Hendricks been battling away. He's got 4 fouls now. Remember, no Ato. Looks like he's got the groin problem. He might be out of the game for the rest of the night. Johnson gets the penetration, puts it up and in. To 7 points. Just simply do not go away, Ventspils. Thompson looks for an opening. Good hands from Drum. Almost got the turnover. Clark has to launch one. And did it hit the rim? They might. Oh, they get a three-pointer. That is a huge sequence. Huge sequence. I thought it grazed the rim, to be honest. Boy, what a break. Looked like Ventspils deserved better on that sequence. Well, Johnson's arguing. You can hear underneath on the court saying, no way did Lamont hit the rim. And Stelmacher is also saying the same thing. He's saying he hit the backboard, which meant a shot clock violation, but instead they allowed it and they got a three-pointer out of it. But I have to say, it looked to me like it did. Here we go. Oh! I think Stelmacher and Ventspils are unlucky on that one. Now Johnson kind of loses control, stays after it. The ball goes out of bounds off Ventspils. That's exactly where you expect to see Yegete. Down there scrapping away on the floor for the loose balls. Bigot for three. Another one. Well, you hate to see it, folks. I mean, you know, Ventspils playing hard, down 7. It looked like the air ball, but they maintain possession. But you know what? You're just not going to see everything as a referee, and it did look like that maybe they missed everything on that shot. When they got the rebound, they got the three-pointers, so now they've got 2 three-pointers in a row. And it's back up to a 13-point lead.
With 4 and with 5, we go aggressive, stepping out. Handwork on the ball, last man inside. 5 is like protection. If 4 is rolling inside, you are taking him. Hands, every time hands. First we go, 5 rotate.
Good back pick. You go here.
Good three-point shooting for both teams, as you can see.
If you're gonna give the ball to Valentin, you will pas immédiatement.
Les mains en l'air. Ensemble.
Coming up on the midpoint of the 4th quarter, this Ventspils team has to score, and they need some stops. Johnson hands it off. Great play, good effort, and Bigot called for the foul on Arledge. No, they're going to call it on Yegate, I think. It is indeed on Yegate. So good job by Le Mans as they hold on without Eto, their man of the moment tonight. Also showing signs of being a possible coach one day down the line. You can hear him during the huddles as well, being very vocal about where players need to be. Every free throw, every possession vital for Ventspils. So Le Mans certainly have looked good with the lead tonight. And they're still up by double digits right now. Now Bigot looks like he's hurt himself. And Thompson pulls up at the line and hits the shot. So what in the world has happened to Bigot? So Bigot's going to have to come out of the game. I don't know if he's injured his knee or if he has a cramp. That's a knee. He's saying something about his knee. I don't know if he's had any knee issues in the past. But anyway, that last shot from Thompson pushed the lead back to 13. As Johnson gets inside, boy, takes a little bit, make sure he gets some contact from Corneli, and he will go to the line. Watch Bigot here. Well, it's just as he kind of avoided Arledge. I don't know, maybe he tweaked his knee. So he's getting some spray on there. We haven't seen much of Conger tonight. Sitting next to him. Johnson had his hands all over Thompson there. Thompson launches the three, another one from him. Well, Eto goes out. Who's going to step up? I think we have the answer. Johnson putting on his shooting shoes now with his team in dire need of points. Beržić. Nice jump shot from Beržić. Whoa. Thompson not afraid to clear out opponents, no matter how big they are. He's tough. Quick pass inside to Corneli. Tarpe drives in, beautiful drive with the layup. Well, it's now or never for Ventspils. They got to score and they got to get stops. And this Le Mans team just looks supremely focused right now. They've been good tonight, very good. And Thompson in crunch time has been good as well. Lomash. Now Thompson quickly to Corneli on the break. I love how the man on the tannoy here talks, says the first name, and the crowd answers with the last name. But that was, give Michael Thompson just as much credit there for pushing the ball up the floor quickly. And also Yegete for knocking the pass away. So nice break from Le Mans, and just looks like they're going to be too much tonight for this Ventspils team. Michael Thompson, 8 points, 6 assists. Does have 3 turnovers. Corneli now has 9 points to go with his 4 rebounds, steal in the block. And Thompson again. Well, he's picked up the slack here in the fourth quarter, hasn't he? Drum. And Corneli with the rebound. So it's looking more and more like Le Mans are going to improve to 2-2, and Ventspils are going to drop to 1-3. Clark. And I didn't even realize Bigo had checked back in there, but hopefully he's okay. Now Bean, and good break for Ventspils, laid up and in by Gulbis. Thompson hits the three-pointer. Wow. He's really, can't say enough about how he just keeps turning it up. 13 points now, and 6 assists for Michael Thompson with 1:38 to go. Stelmacher knows that the game is up. You go back again to that missed 3, and that was again a big sequence. So where do Ventspils go from here? Well, they are going to have a tough time, I think. Next up, they'll be at home to Image Furies in Lewisburg, who should be breathing fire in search of their first game. And then they'll host Nizhny Novgorod. So they play 2 of the supposedly inferior teams in the group next time out. And those will have to be must-win games for this Ventspils team. That's how they'll be looking at it. Gulbis. So Ventspils will try to shave some points off this deficit here as much as possible. Bigot. Oh, man, they just they've got 89 points. This is an impressive showing by them. Their previous high had been 67 points in a loss to Banvit. So they have really scored tonight. The ball goes out of bounds, and Corneli, despite being up by 18, is going to vent his frustration. Lomash three-pointer. So remember, goal differential always something to keep an eye on as teams try to get those blowout defeats in a more manageable territory. But Corneli goes in for the flush, his second dunk here in the second half. Corneli now with 11, and Beam went in for the dunk. And this leaves an opportunity for Thompson on the break. And again, Corneli chases down. Now Arledge. Cross court. Into Arledge it goes. And he gets a couple of garbage points at the end. So 91-76, Le Mans fully deserves their win tonight. Second win in a row for them. They look to be on track. Hopefully Eto is okay. He was having a brilliant game before he had to leave. They win at 91-76. Le Mans over Ventspils. Well, it was a bit testy tonight at times, but it's always good to see him come out and shake hands afterwards. So, job well done tonight for Le Mans.
1, 2, 3.
And they say thanks to the crowd coming out tonight. That's always important. Disappointment for Ventspils now as they fall to 1-3. So what might have been a long trip back for the Latvian club. Bigot. Among the many players really that played well tonight for Le Mans. I mean, he was tough. They're the shooting numbers. So Le Mans shot better than 50% from three-point range tonight. They also out-rebounded Ventspils. They forced more turnovers. Eto, I thought he had 22 points. Yep. Sorry, he's got 20 points in the 22 efficiency. That's what it is. And you've got Johnson, Yegete with the 2 steals, Johnson with 1. Arledge had a game-high 22 after that last bucket. Bigot with 17, Thompson with 13. He caught fire late, didn't he, Thompson? Well, you try to learn from the defeats and move on. And whereas for Le Mans now, you start to think, well, they're starting to play some pretty good basketball. As we go back and look at some of these highlights, Bigot, that was one that we've seen a few times tonight. We'll probably, I dare say, get another look at it. Nope. This was a great play. Good hustle play by Tarpe getting down. Again, it all starts with Hendricks. Up to Thompson. He missed the shot, but his teammate was there for the follow to clean up the mess. Aaron Johnson was not as much as a handful tonight, perhaps, as he has been, but he's always a dangerous player. Bigot tonight ended up with 17 points. He had 3 of his 5 attempts from three-point range. And Thompson ended up 3 of 7 from three-point range. Well, I thought coming into this week, because I'd seen Dijon play quite a bit, I thought they might actually be the best French team in the competition. But after watching Strasbourg earlier tonight and seeing this Le Mans team, I'm not so sure. Le Mans now for 2 consecutive weeks have come out and been very good. But if you consider who Le Mans have beaten, they've beaten MHP Ries and Lewisburg. and they've beaten Ventspils. I don't think either of these clearly are the two better teams in the group. So Le Mans are going to have to show they can get it done again. They'll play next week at Nizhny Novgorod. And then they'll have a real test at home on November 14th against Citygas Avellino and Norris Cole. Cornelie, if he could just turn his game up just another notch, it's frightening to think how impactful he could be. So the Group A standings, right there. Feast on it, folks. Murcia up top, 4-0. Banvit and Citygas Avellino now 3-1. 2-2 are Anwil and Le Mans. Whereas Nizhny Novgorod, Ventspils are 1-3, and MHP Ruiz and Lewisburg, a team that made it to the Final Four last year, have yet to win a game. So that's it, folks. Thanks for watching. One last time, Le Mans win at home.